Hi there. I'm Amanda McFadden and I sing in the Sonoma Bach Choir. This is my first year with Sonoma Bach. It's been a little bit of a different year than I expected, but I so far have loved the community and making music. I also teach music at Sonoma Academy in Santa Rosa, and I'm going to lead you through a few warm-ups that I love to use in my personal practice and with my choirs when I'm working with them. And I'm still not warm this morning, so I'll be warming up with you on the way as well. Feel free to jump into a more comfortable octave anytime you need to. As we work through these warm-ups, you don't need to stay in the same octave as me. The first warm-up that I love and use all the time is lip trills. And for me, lip trills are really important because it allows me to connect with my breath and with the placement of my voice. As I'm still discovering how my voice works, sometimes I have a difficult time figuring out how to place a note, and singing on lip trills really sort of takes that piece out of the puzzle. And so I'm able to focus then on my breath and where it should be placed in a more connected way. So we're gonna sing on a lip trill, which is, if you can't do a lip trill, you can also do a tongue trill. One tip that I have for if you have a tricky time doing lip trills is that you can take your fingers to the corners of your mouth and just squeeze a little bit. It makes those lip trills a little bit easier. Now, the other thing to remember is that if you aren't able to get a lip trill, sometimes that's due to not connecting to your breath. So reset, try and reconnect and see if that helps with the lip trill, and always use that little trick if you can. So we're gonna sing do, mi, sol, fa, mi, re, do on a lip trill, and we'll just go up for a little bit. So we'll start here. 1, 2, ready, go. Awesome. I've also noticed with lip trills that if I'm having a hard time singing a piece or a phrase in a piece, sometimes if I hop it back onto lip trills, it'll help me reconnect and make sure that I'm thinking about, oh, that's where I need to feel it in my voice, and that's how much I need to connect with my breath. And then I'll put the text back in or on a neutral syllable and then back to text. Okay, so the next thing, a lot of my warm-ups incorporate physical movement. I am, like a lot of choir directors, a little bit of a control freak, and so sometimes that shows through personally by me having tension in my voice, because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try and be really in tune and really, not relaxed, because I'm trying to control every factor of the situation. So using my body to remember to relax and to not have too much going on up here in this, as I think Chris Furchie or maybe Ruth said, the no-fly zone, that stuck with me. The next exercise I'm going to do is it goes like this. Z-E-A-A-A, Z-E-A-A-A. And while you do this exercise, what I usually ask people to do is to just sort of flick their hands downward. And I want you to think of like as if you're flicking something that's like more viscous than water off the tips of your fingers. So I think of like syrup or honey that you're just trying to get off of your fingers. And this is going to just sort of ground you down and take away any sort of tension here. So we'll start here. 1, 2, ready, go. Si-ya-da-da, 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 si-ya-da, no tension, si-ya-da-da, 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 si-ya-da. Woo! I do a lot of that too, woo, with my choirs. They're constantly doing that kind of thing, sort of a habit. Yeah, so that one allows you to sort of think a little bit differently, less legato, more marcato, connected down with your breath still, but with a little bit of direction and excitement. One thing that choir director told me back when I was an undergrad, so is Dr. Amanda Quist, when I was at San Jose State, she told me, I think it was in a choral lit class, that she thinks about warm-ups, and I'm sure she got this from a teacher too, in the direction of body, breath, resonance, and intonation. And so I try to frame my warm-ups in that way, starting with just connecting with your body, thinking about your breath, then thinking about the resonant space, and then listening to those around you. So we're gonna do the last exercise here is more of a resonance exercise. We've done a little bit of connection with body and breath. You know, I also do like to do a lot of stretching starting at the beginning of rehearsal too, just to sort of feel like, oh, this is what my hands feel like, this is what my feet feel like. I'm a human, I'm gonna remember that for a minute. Okay, so enough talking. The last exercise I'm gonna do is more thinking about resonant space and thinking about just sort of maneuvering your voice and thinking about your voice a little bit as you sing. So you're gonna be during this exercise, you're going to be pulling a piece of spaghetti out of your forehead to think about that sort of, that's the focus space that I want you to put the sound into. So it's just going to be a lee, 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 not too spread, lee, 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 but it'll sound like this. Lee, 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 lee. So let's start there. Ready and go. Lee, 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 da, da. 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 Shake it out. I hope that you can go into your singing day a little bit more warm. Another little quick tip, if you find that you're not able to find that resonant connected space, you can make it a little bit more spread, or do something more like nya, 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 super ugly, super resonant, and then sort of bring it back so that you're not back here, but you're somewhere in the middle between nya, nya, nya and right? Finding that good sort of resonant space. So I hope you found these warm-ups helpful. If you have any questions or want any more warm-up ideas, feel free to reach out to me. I'm sure Diana can send you my email address. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.